So this type of question comes from section 2.4, and it says that the graph shows the depth of water W in a reservoir over a 1-year period as a function of the number of days, which is X, since the beginning of the year. What was the average rate of change of W between X equals 0 and X equals 100? And it says assume that the points lie on the grid line. So they give you this graph and they want you to find the average rate of change between the 2 points. So we've got X equal to 0. X is on the horizontal axis. We have W is on the vertical axis. So X equals 0 would be here. So we're talking about this point. Let me highlight it. This point here. And the point where X is 100, which would be this point here. So here are our 2 points, and I want to read those points. So let's write what the points would be. This would be this point here. If I was to write the ordered pair, would be 0, 125, and this point here would be 100, 150. And so that is the 2 ordered pairs that I have. So reading through the notes and taking a look at the book, we can find the average rate of change formula given to us. And there's also a short little video in the at the beginning of the 2.4 section, which talks about the average rate of change. And so the formula that the book gives us looks like this. It is the change in the y value divided by the change in the x value. And they put it into what's called the average rate of change. I'm going to abbreviate it, AROC. It's the change in the outputs. That's another way we can think of it. Think of it as the change in the outputs, change in the outputs, divided by the change in the inputs. Very similar concept to the slope. However, this is not the slope. This line is not a straight line, right? So we don't want to necessarily call it the slope. We call it the average rate of change. And so, we just want to see what rate does the values of the function change as the input changes. So let's see if we can do this based on the 2 points they asked us between the input of 0 and the input of 100. So using those 2 points, I'm going to plug them in here. Now, I'm going to call this as A, and this is f of A. So this is my first set of points, and this is my second set of points. And so let's plug those in to the formula that we were given. So f of B is 150, I called it. F of A is 125. And B is 100, and A is 0. So doing the subtraction up top, I get 25 over 100, and that would be 1 over 4 when I reduce it. And then, so that would be my answer. And let's talk about what the units would be on this answer. So if we look at the output is in feet, right? We can read it from the graph here. The output is in feet, and the input is in days. So this would be a change of 1/4 in feet per day. So 1/4 of a foot per day would be my answer with the units. So that is a demonstration on how to do an average rate of change problem.